Did you know that 5 to 25% of all car crashes are due to distracted driving? Did you know that 9 people die every day in the United States due to distracted driving accidents? The United States Department of Transportation recorded that approximately 3,430 people were killed by distracted driving accidents in 2016. Therefore, this is an issue to discuss. Distracted driving is very dangerous. There are 3 main types of distracted driving: visual, cognitive, and manual distractions. These each can be extremely fatal and dangerous in each of their own type of way. First off, I'd like to tell you about visual distractions. Visual distractions are anything that takes your eyes off of the road, anything that takes your eyes off of the task of driving and looking at the road so that you don't hit anything. This could be anything from changing the GPS or to checking the GPS or changing the radio or looking at your phone or checking your makeup or changing the song, texting, looking at your phone. These all can be really, really dangerous and can take your eyes off of the task of driving. This is an interesting fact. When texting, your eyes are off the road for 5 seconds at least. That's the length of a football field when you're driving at 55 miles per hour. You are 3 times more likely to crash when performing a visual or manual activity, such as reaching for your phone or the radio. This is so dangerous, and people don't understand how life-changing simply just touching your phone or looking away from the road can be for you and the people on the road. Many people believe that visual distractions are the only thing that can cause car accidents. Manual distractions are also very, very dangerous, and it's important to consider this as well. Manual distractions are any kind of distractions that take your hand off the steering wheel, and so these can involve answering a text or answering a phone call, grabbing a drink, putting on makeup, anything that makes your hands come off of the steering wheel. This can be taking one or both hands off the steering wheel, but they both are very distracting. The National Highway Safety Traffic Administration said that texting while driving has the greatest potential for distraction while driving. In 2006 and 2007, there was a teenager named Amanda Clark. She was from Oakdale, California, and she got in a distracted driving accident. She was on her phone, and after it happened the first time, she was very thankful that she was able to learn from the situation. She came out alive, thankfully, but everyone thought that she wouldn't get back on her phone because she survived the first time, and not too long later, she was driving down the road again and was on her phone, and she got into a fatal car accident and she passed away. And so I think this is very important for everyone to realize that a lot of people think that they just get lucky and that they won't be that person, but it's really important to understand that it can happen to anyone. People often don't realize that cognitive distractions, which involve your mind, can also have a huge, huge distraction when driving. Cognitive distractions are anything that takes your mind off of the task of driving. And so these can involve stress, emotional stress, social stress, family or money problems. The music, if it's too distracting, that can have an impact on your driving. Answering the phone and talking to someone can have a really big impact on how focused you are while you're driving. So when listening to music, this is really interesting. When listening to music or having a conversation while driving, the brain power decreases. The brain power that you're using to drive decreases by 40%. And so if you just think about how much it takes to concentrate when you're driving and how much it's reduced whenever you are texting and driving. Shockingly, 62% of distracted driving accidents are caused by the driver being lost in thought or letting their mind wander. And so this is something that you can see in this chart. This is something that is a really big thing today. People will let their minds wander while they're driving, and this can lead to accidents. And most of the time people don't know that they can have this fatal impact on themselves and on people that they're on the road with. Therefore, letting your mind stray from the task of driving can be extremely dangerous and potentially fatal, and it's important that people understand the dangers of this as well. Visual, manual, and cognitive distractions can all be extremely dangerous, and it's really important to understand these and to not drive distracted. It can be very, very, very fatal for the driver and for the people that they encounter on the road. So, I have a question. How many of you check your phone while you're driving? How many of you focus on the music and what you're listening to? Or you focus on the people in your car and having a conversation? 660,000 drivers use their cell phones while driving during the day. 80% of car crashes are caused by the driver being distracted or not paying attention to the task of driving. Put your phone down. Realize that real lives are being affected by whenever you get behind a steering wheel. Don't drive distracted.